one more surprise guest for you before we sign off for today. Jericho.
Hello.
Possibly you've heard of him.
Thanks for having me on.
I mean, super happy you could make it. Thanks so much for stopping by.
I was in the bathroom and then I took a left and now I'm here.
I mean, it's amazing the places life takes us. Just like
the bathroom.
Just like that. So let's just jump right in. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, I started live streaming in 2010 and I actually started making YouTube videos back in 2009. So this has been my thing for quite a while now.
So you have, I assume, a really big, stable following on YouTube and you have a really big following on Twitch.
Yeah.
Now that they're bringing in VOD playlists onto Twitch, do you think you're going to see like a crossover or more people jumping into Twitch from YouTube?
You know, I don't know. YouTube is by and large the only place that people are going to go for a VOD content. The fact that Twitch is adding this is awesome because it just means that I can add my YouTube videos that I make for certain games into the playlist so people can, when I'm not online, they'll be able to hop on and they'll see me playing, you know, whatever, an edited YouTube video, and they might go and check out the YouTube, but it doesn't replace the live streaming that I would be bringing. So it's like a nice hybrid. It's gonna add more to Twitch, but it's not gonna take away from YouTube, I don't think.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how, when you were getting into live streaming, it was just kind of starting, how did you start to build a fan base? How did you like have people find you and get into it?
You know, it was a lot different when I started in 2009 because there wasn't anybody else doing it, or if there were very few in number.
Right.
Currently, there's like 11,000 partnered channels on Twitch that all stream, and that's awesome. And it's really hard to get your name out there if you're going to be doing and rehashing the same content that everybody else is doing. It's the same thing, like if they make 17 Cloverfield movies, the 15th one, you're probably like, all right, I'm done. Like I don't need to see the last two.
Yeah.
Maybe even sooner. So just diversifying your content, really bringing a positive attitude and making sure that you are enjoying yourself is by and large the biggest advice that anybody could probably be given or
That's
give.
pretty much what we've heard from our other Twitchers that stop by is enthusiasm and like a genuine passion for what you're doing brings in more people. You can't
fake it until you make it on Twitch. I mean, you're live. You're gonna mess up once or twice and then people are like, wow, that guy's an asshole. Why am I watching him? So.
Bounce.
Yeah, exactly.
So are there any games coming out in the next year that you're like super excited to get your hands on and just really dive into on your stream?
Yeah, Fallout 4 is gonna be a great game to stream. I mean, I'm a first-person shooter guy by heart, so Overwatch by Blizzard, Call of Duty are right down my alley, but Fallout is not my typical game, and for that I'm more excited for, because the whole series, the whole franchise, my girlfriend's a huge fan of Fallout, and I've never played a game. Don't kill me. I don't know which camera. Just don't murder me.
I had to give up on Fallout 3 at a certain point because they just kept getting killed by mutants, and I couldn't make any money, and it was a nightmare.
I cannot relate because I've not played it, but I am very interested after watching like the whole panel or keynote and the demonstration of it. It looks like it's going to be a great game, so I'd love to jump headfirst into the Fallout world and maybe use that as a reason to go back and play other ones.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. So the other thing we've been talking with people about is partnerships and sponsorships with brands and with game devs as Twitch is becoming more elevated and more visible to a lot of people in a lot of different venues. Right. Have you done partnerships? Are there ones down the road that you'd like to sort of reach out to and work with?
I love, first and foremost, like the companies that I work with are few in number. A couple of them, like Monster Energy and Elgato, which is a production or a PCI card. They're great people, and the reason that I like to work with them and so many others do is because they get it. They understand how advertising fits in with the new media. A lot of older, kind of bigger Fortune 500 companies will come in and they're like, we want you to wear a Coke shirt with Coke all over the screen, and you're like, well, that's not how things work here.
Yeah. We could have a pop-up ad that says, drink this, that'd be even better.
And you're like, this is miserable. This is why people use ad block. So I think that, I love to work with brands. There's a time and place for everything. You can't just brand everything and be like a walking billboard, but at the same time, nobody should feel like they shouldn't reach out or they shouldn't work or engage with brands or companies because of some stigma or not wanting to shove things down. If your brand, if your personality aligns with the brand ideals, like I drank Monster already, you know, like that's a syndication that's begging to happen. great people, and you enjoy it, then there's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely.
And the community seems so dedicated to just supporting their favorite streamers that it seems like it's a way that makes sense if you genuinely believe in a product or an event or whatever.
Yeah.
Another way for them to support you in what you do.
That's the reason probably why I'm standing here, is because actually that is the reason. The community is absolutely the reason that you're able to do this full time. Without them, you don't have a channel, you're not doing this. And their willingness to not only be accepting of brands that aren't horrible like fits. You know, I'm not going to advertise tampons. I'm a dude, and that has no place on my stream. They're not idiots. They're smart people that are very genuine in what they like and don't like, and they'll let you know if they don't like it. So the community that you build up is incredibly valuable, but you have to treat them with respect just as much. You can't just sell them out and like ruin them, run them into the ground. So it's a give and take, you know. It's a give and take.
It's a relationship. That
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So lots of stuff happening with tech, lots of stuff happening with gaming.
Right.
In the next like year, is there anything you're really hoping to accomplish with your channel or try out?
I mean, a year in internet time is so
like
long.
Like 9 years
right?
in normal
Anything
people
can
time.
happen in a month. So I personally would love to hit 10 years on YouTube and Twitch, like that decade of doing that. Like that's like longer than a lot of people have like a real job, whatever you want to call what I'm doing is. And I think that that's a huge milestone that I'd like to hit. I don't really have any other like crazy milestones outside of my personal stuff. But as far as tech-wise, I would love to be able to stream at 1080, 60 FPS with a high enough bitrate to support that. There's like 4 people in the chat that are like, I know these words. There's just like a lot of back-end things that really could do with some improvement that will help me deliver better content for everybody else.
Awesome. Well, that's really exciting. And best of luck in like
Thank you.
Boosting that frame rate, you guys. Google it again. So thank you so much for taking time out and chatting with us. It was really great.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.